Hi, my name is Joe Morse, and this is my IPS proposal for my Unit 9 submission of the Camberwell illustration third year. So for my IPS, I want to continue expanding upon research I carried out in my CPP, which was examining the notion of performance within the context of online queer personas, dating apps, and the use of language as a costume and tool for the performative. For this, I created a program for a fictitious musical um, that detailed things such as like production information and the cast list, all of which were kind of used as a way of summarizing and like playing with my research. Building upon this for my IPS, I want to examine how this production could be brought to life in a sense and promoted and marketed as a legitimate musical production within London. Through this, I want to explore kind of the notion of looking at like posters, online advertising, publications, social media advertising, as well as the idea of creating like a plan and a pitch that I would then bring to producers and investors and theatre companies, if I were to, in theory, move this project from the speculative to the real. So here's some previous work where I've explored this. In second year, I created a speculative campaign for a faux art collective in South London, where I created a business plan, a manifesto, posters, and advertising materials. Research, here's two aspects of my research. One is Susan Sontag's notes on camp, and the other is Elizabeth Chamarain's paper on identity performance on dating apps. The first I thought was in an interesting and influential piece of research, because I thought the notion of like exploring camp within this and like the theatricality of queer interaction and the campness of it would be really interesting to communicate in the sense of a musical production. And the second, I thought the idea of creating a performance or like a fictitious performance around the idea of identity performance, which is what she discusses, would be really interesting. Here's some additional research into more speculative advertising campaigns. And here is Six, a musical that was created like this as a university project that then found success on the West End. Here's my time frame. I've tried to divvy out my time as best as possible, exploring a range of different avenues and experimental outlets for my project, as well as the later weeks, which are spent preparing for the degree show. And for careers and concrete futures, I want to continue looking at this idea of the speculative within potential graphic design jobs, looking at the notion of working in theatre, and even developing this concept further into an MPhil or PhD. And here is my bibliography, the full version of which can be found in my CPP archive.